One problem with relationships, I think, in Bangladesh that I've observed, I'm a psychological counselor, I work a lot with young people in my counseling, is in Bangladesh, relationships are very complicated. It's not like in America where there is just like personal cars on the road. We have very few motorcycles, very few buses, no rickshaws, no CNGs, no autos. But in Bangladesh, you can see many different types of transportation, right? And in relationships in Bangladesh, it's the same way. It is not just a young man and a young lady. Who else is involved? Who else? Parents, in-laws, the mama, the chacha, the dada, daddy. All these people are involved. There's so many different factors on the relationship highway and intersections in Bangladesh. So it is even more complex and more important to pay attention to the red light, yellow light, and green lights in relationships. If you just go through a traffic intersection not paying attention to that, maybe in the traffic in Dhaka, it'll be okay. But in relationships, it won't be okay. You'll end up hurt. You'll end up hurting your family. You'll end up hurting someone you care about. So today we're gonna have some fun role playing, but first I wanna brainstorm with you. We have 3 colors. The red light, what's that? In the yellow light, wait, you need to slow down. In green light, go. In a little bit, my wife and I, we're going to do some role playing for you guys. Boyfriend and girlfriend, we're not married now in the role play. We're just 2 people at EHWC University in the same department that met each other. And I want you guys in our role playing to tell us, is it a red light? Is this a relationship red light? We should stop this relationship. Is this a relationship yellow light? We should think about it. Or is it a green light? Okay, this is a good relationship. You should keep going. Okay? In a little bit we're going to do that, but first let me just quickly tell you the process, the psychology, what's going on in your brain. Why? How many of us have looked at the messenger, the Facebook messenger? I sent my special friend this text. They saw it, no reply. How many of us have stared at that screen for minutes and hours, pestering, wondering, why didn't you reply? I'm going to tell you a little bit about the psychology of falling in love. In Bangla, I think you say preme pora. Is that correct? Okay. Ami ekটু বাংলা বলতে পারি. So the first step is the ventral tegmental area. I'll read it. Attraction. When you're attracted to someone, it triggers the VTA, the ventral tegmental area, to reward you with a rush of pleasure from the neurotransmitter dopamine. This morning while I was standing at the booth, I got a big burst of dopamine. Someone came up, I don't know if they're in this audience, and he said, wow, you look just like Brad Pitt. And I was like, wow. And right away I just felt so good. I could feel the dopamine going through my brain. And for 1 second I was like, maybe I am Brad Pitt. And then, no, I'm not Brad Pitt. And so that was dopamine. So when you first see someone and you're attracted, it's like a spark of dopamine going through you. And that's that initial step of what's going on in your brain when you fall in love. Okay, so that's the VTA, dopamine. And then you go to step 2, the nucleus accumbens. Let me read that. The nucleus accumbens floods the brain with all that dopamine, increasing obsessive infatuation. Does that happen when you start falling in love? Obsessive infatuation with your new love. You can't stop thinking about it. It's like a drug. You're addicted to it. And it really is like a drug. Because of all that dopamine, the frontal lobe, what does the frontal lobe do? A lot of people that are majoring in psychology or learning psychology, the frontal lobe is thinking. The critical thinking, the part of our brain that worries, like, should I do this or should I not do that? Critical thinking and worry regions of the brain are switched off. What happens if we're not thinking critically? What happens if we don't worry about anything anymore? Can we see the red lights?
Yeah.
Can we make a good decision? No. That's the problem with falling in love. So those parts, they're switched off, and the person you love, they can't do anything wrong. You won't critically examine anything they do. Anything they do, they can say, I hate you. And you will hear, I love you. That's what this frontal lobe coming offline does. When you fall in love, the person you love, they can do anything. And you will just think, oh, they love me, I love them. And then the last stage, and this is the stage that makes love last. This is the stage you should be in when you're married, the pituitary glands. To remain in love, you'll need the love hormone. Who knows what that is? Yes, oxytocin. Sometimes I call Joy my oxytocin. I just say, you're my oxytocin. Produced in the hypothalamus and secreted by the pituitary gland. So this is the love hormone, the oxytocin. Okay, so let's go back.